If your organization isn't growing, it is dying. And when an organization is dying, any Christian leader will pray, Lord, please don't let my stagnating organization die. If God were to answer them, what do you think he would say? You see, as humans, we look at an organization in the natural realm. In this realm, it is a little bit like a plant. I saw this with some passion fruit plants I planted years ago. For a long time, the plants looked healthy, but there was one problem. They were just not growing. Eventually, pests and the elements gnawed them back bit by bit, and they got smaller and weaker until eventually they died. And to my dismay, I didn't get a single juicy fruit, which I had been dreaming about when I bought the plants. If a plant isn't growing, it is dying. Similarly, an organization might operate smoothly for a season, but setbacks are unavoidable. And if you're not growing, each setback puts you further behind. For example, if you don't grow your systems or your team, you will not have the capacity to complete both current work and also catch up where unforeseen circumstances have put you behind. With fixed capacity, you just fall further behind. You can place more pressure on your current people and systems, but at some point, something's got to give. But in the spiritual realm, there's something deeper going on. Remember the story Jesus told about a nobleman who was about to travel to a far country to be crowned king in Luke 19. Before he went, he entrusted some capital to each of his employees and told them to do business to increase it. Later, when he asked them how they did, he found the first two employees did great. They didn't just grow the money incrementally, 10% or 20%, they multiplied it manyfold. Their great success deserves a separate video, so I'm going to return to that. But for now, I want to discuss the last guy. The last employee also made a plan with his money. He buried it. What a good way to conserve it and keep it safe, right? He was highly intentional in being careful and conservative to maintain what he had in perfect condition. At first glance, such conservatism looks cautious and responsible, right? But the king was not pleased. This guy gave his employer no return on investment. He didn't grow what was given to him. And then he lost that very thing that he tried so hard to conserve. If you're a Christian leader, God has entrusted an organization to you, and he wants a return. You have to figure out how to grow it. To do so, you'll have to keep building your familiarity with the systems, techniques, technology, and people that unlock growth. And then be creative and brave to apply what you have learned until you get a breakthrough. It'll take ambition and perseverance in the face of hardship and setbacks. But if you succeed, God will entrust even more and more to you. In the story, the king gave the most successful employee what he took away from the unsuccessful employee. Like a good investor, the king wanted to invest his money with the most successful guy. And don't be too quick to spiritualize this. It might mean growing a for-profit business. Our business isn't a non-profit. Jesus commanded us to use money to make friends for ourselves that actually end up getting saved as a result. In Luke 16 verse 9, he said this: "You cannot use money if you cannot make money." But just trying to maintain an organization is not what God has told us to do, and will lead to one losing what you're trying to conserve in any case. On the surface, it might seem like tough luck, like a plant just beaten down by the elements. But perhaps God is allowing it. And hey, it could be a blessing in disguise when God uses circumstances to move us to where we can flourish. But what about the employees who were successful? They got rewarded beyond their wildest dreams. Authority, wealth, status like they could not imagine. They went from small-time employees to high-profile governors over 10 cities and 5 cities, respectively. Their reward was matched to their success. Friends, what do you think we will do in the next life? The Bible doesn't teach that we are going to sit on clouds and strum harps. Instead, the Bible repeatedly speaks of the new heaven and new earth. The Bible says in 2 Timothy 2 verse 12, if we endure, we will also reign with him, with Jesus. But the next question is how? I want to unlock growth, but how do I unlock it? Well, we have created an assessment that you can take to identify whether you are ready to unlock exponential growth. An exponential growth readiness assessment. Are you ready to and geared to lead your organization to grow not just incrementally, but exponentially? It is free and you'll receive your results right away with personalized, actionable advice to help you to make immediate improvements. Find the link in the description below. Also, in future videos, I'll talk about strategies and solutions to unlock exponential growth, like implementing new tech solutions or using outsourcing to help you grow your capacity. So please hit the like and subscribe buttons to be notified. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and God bless.